Hey everybody, this is Catastrophe bringing you a speed build. Yes. So this is kind of an unconventional speed build, I guess. I don't know. I like looking up house plans on Pinterest. I have a whole board devoted to floor plans. And that's really kind of how I really like making my houses, is looking at these floor plans and then trying to figure out how to do it on Sims. But I saw a lot of like circular and eight-sided houses. And this one really stuck out to me because, as you can see, there is a spot in the center for like a courtyard. So I saw this floor plan on the Pinterest, the Pininterest, the place where you pin the boards and do the things and you save the things. And I went, oh my god, I have to make this house. So, I actually, before I started recording, I had to play around with it a lot. Like, I started on a much smaller lot and I was making the house. The house I was making was way too small. I couldn't fit anything in the courtyard, couldn't fit any of the rooms with a nice walkway. Like, the walkway around the courtyard ended up being like 1 square wide. And it wasn't enough. So I moved it to a bigger lot and I made a bigger house. And this just really, really worked out well. So obviously, like, I always, if I find a floor plan that I want to make, I always have to adapt it to Sims because, most of the houses have garages. But The Sims 4 doesn't have houses with garages. Like, you don't have cars. So it'd be useless to make a garage because I like going for gameplay. I don't like going for just aesthetically pleasing. So like the hardest part about this house was this freaking roof. I tried so many different things with this roof because it was so weird. I did this and that and this and that. I was like, yeah, I like this. No, I don't like this. Um, just so much testing. Because it's so odd. So this is me playing around, going, can I do this? No. Can I do this? No. So it's just, yeah, it's that one almost made the cut with the little things in the middle. But I don't know, I still just it was weird. It had those weird gaps. I didn't like it. It looked like this tall fortress. Because, like, if you were in the courtyard, I mean, you'd be surrounded by these huge walls. And it just wasn't. It just wasn't working. So, yeah, it took a while. Eventually, I go off camera and figure it out, to save time and space. But so at this point I had gone off camera and I'd figured out what I wanted to do. And so this is me kind of rebuilding what I wanted. So we ended up with this kind of like fan bladey roof line, that goes around like that. And I don't know, it reminds me of a blender. And I kind of really like it. And then I really love the brick work that comes with, I think it's Dine Out that has the really pretty brickwork. I can't see the little icons. But yeah, I love the open brick stuff, and so I put it on the outside and a different one on the inside because those the wall corners things. So so this room I wanted to put the two columns and then just have it open between, but it wasn't quite working. So I ended up with that what we have. I really like dark paned windows. So I was looking for a nice black, or I think this one's like dark brown, to go all around. Um, so yeah, gotta add some light to all the rooms. The big courtyard area, I'm surrounding with large pane windows with two doors, so you can walk all the way through. So you can go in one door, come out the other, what have you, whatever you want. So I wanted to completely surround that with windows so you could always see what's going on in the courtyard. The courtyard could always see what's going on in the house. Lots of light provided inside the house as well. And so I didn't want, this is the little living room over there on the right. I didn't want it to be walled off with like no light. I wanted you to be able to see the courtyard from the living room. So I'm just adding doors to all the various rooms, and we'll get to what each room is as we go forward. I start out with the courtyard after I just plop down a basic white color in every room. It changes. I just wanted to get the color on the walls and then figure out the color scheme for everything. So first and foremost, I wanted to make a pool in the courtyard, and I hate like regular shaped pools, so I did this weird little side pool. And then we have a grill area because, I mean, grilling is awesome. And a fancy schmancy table. Nice little glass table with some comfy chairs. And yeah. And I'm yawning a lot. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I had a nap today. A nappy nap. But, man, sometimes you just don't get enough sleep, I guess. I really like lighting up my pools. And trying to make them look as, genuine as possible with like the water vent grate things on the bottom. I don't know what they're called, honestly. Add a little stone underneath. I'll be honest, I had to stop recording and look up how to do the half tile thing. Control F if anyone's wondering. And then I wanted to put like trees and bushes, but honestly, like the trees would have been too big and taking up too much room. And in live mode, the trees don't disappear when you're in live mode and they get in the way of everything. So, God. Everyone, get me to stop yawning. So I put plant boxes, so you can choose to plant an apple tree or pear tree if you want. So the kitchen took up the worst part of my time here. I was on this daggone kitchen trying to figure things out forever. And so I really love those counters that I put in. I love the industrial look of them. Thing is, they don't have top cabinets that completely match. That color, at least. They have top cabinets that are supposed to match, but it's not the exact same as those cabinets right there. So once I get like lights and everything to actually, see what I'm doing, I really like those cabinets with like the light up insides. But what really bothered me about them was that it was the same inside every single cabinet. Like, I think I line the wall, and then I'm looking, and I'm like, dude, every single cabinet has the same things inside. Like, that'd be cool if everything was different, but it's not. I'm looking at it like, oh, there's the same bottle and wine glass. Oh, there's another of the same bottle and wine glass. So then I found those, and I'm like, oh, great, I found something that kind of matches, but at the same time, it doesn't match. I had to find a light so I could, see what I was doing. I hate that some of the lights don't light very well. Like, if they're pointed down, they only light from, half the wall down. I don't know, it's stupid, I hate it. So, those are supposed to match, and you can see on the tall one on the left, it's the same cabinet, it's just the dark one. And I don't want dark cabinets. Like, I did not. So, I mean, like I said, this kitchen took forever trying to figure out what I wanted. I'm so particular, I guess. I don't know. But, I'm just trying to put some extra stuff, make it look like a real kitchen. And I think I changed the lights maybe 5,000 times. But, whatever. I'm so particular. I really like what I like. Still. I really love the hanging pots. If I had enough room in my own home, I would have hanging pots. And then I really wanted windows lining that wall. So I had to move the cabinets up, and then I think I covered it with windows. Yeah, upper cabinets on such a large kitchen. I don't know. And this is where I start realizing, oh, these match that, but that matches that, and then that I would have to change that, and then just nothing matched. Just nothing matched. So I even got my husband in on this. I'm like, hey, what do you think of this? Okay, what do you think of that? What about this and this? What about that and that? And he's like, I don't know. So eventually, I change things and I just land on something because it just pissed me off that much. So yeah, this is the longest freaking kitchen build in the world. That's what this is. Have to have a washing machine because screw doing hand washing anything. I hate it. Since it was so stark with the dark cabinets and the black and white, I wanted to add some color. So I go through a lot of choices. So okay, so this is after I asked my husband like, hey, and I came back and I'm pretty sure I landed on these cabinets, the darker on top, the lighter on the bottom, because I really like that orangey top there. And then eventually I find a freaking color that I want to stay with. I mean, good lord. And I really love, have I said that I love exposed brick? Have I said that yet? Oh, well, that I love exposed brick. Like, in case you didn't know that. So yeah, it's super kind of industrial-ish kitchen. Yeah, I really like the cabinets, obviously. So, yeah. Doing a little this, little that. This has to be the longest house build I have ever made. This took me 3 hours to do, and I had to do it in like 2 segments because, like, first of all, the kitchen took so freaking long. I stopped almost just right after the kitchen was done, but also just like the house is massive. It's so huge. And just, I wanted everything to be perfect and particular and decorated and different. And so, yeah, it took forever. But I am super, super happy with this house. I think this might be my favorite house build ever. I'm going to have a sim live in this house. That's how much I love it. I want to see them walk through the courtyard instead of going around the hallway because, they're Sims and they're going to do that. But I'm excited to see that. Like, I'm excited for that to happen. I'm excited for a Sim to, like, raise a family in this house. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a legacy challenge and have them buy this house when they're, like, rich as frick. So, that would be really sweet. Super sweet. So yeah, I'm obsessed with getting the right kind of rug. So I go through so many. I do this. I'm like, I take forever to find my cabinets, and I take forever to find my light fixtures, and I take forever to find the freaking rug. But eventually it works out, and it looks beautiful. And I love adding plants everywhere, even though I myself am terrible at keeping plants. I get plants for different, like, I guess, awards, rewards, prizes, whatever. And they die. They always die. I cannot take care of a plant. I'm a plant murderer. That's a little entryway. I love the idea of having a table to keep your keys on, throw your mail if you really just don't want to go through your mail yet. Having a place to just throw your shoes, maybe hang up your jacket. Entryways are really fun for me. I like them. So yeah. And there's another yawn. What is that? Number 4? Number 5? Good lord, get yourself together. So moving on to a hall bathroom. It's a weird space because we've got like 2 diagonal walls, and Yeah, so, I mean, like I said, everything just takes forever in this build. So, yeah. Just trying to figure out the space. Um, the bathrooms aren't really my forte. I've seen a lot of people make, like, really amazing bathrooms in The Sims. Really, I'm just happy if I plop down a shower, a toilet, and a sink. I mean, that's good for me. I wanted to have a little privacy for the toilet, but not completely block it off into its own room. At least for this bathroom, I think I do block it off into its own room for other bathrooms. Um, and I made this bathroom very beige too, which, I mean, I don't have a problem with. I like beige. And again, I like exposed brick. But it doesn't stay on the exposed brick. It goes to that really cool tile. I like this bathroom a lot. A lot, a lot. I would have a good time in this bathroom. Always add paintings to walls. I hate having bare walls. I made another house build that was an 8-person starter home, and I didn't have enough money to put paintings on all the walls, and it just drives me nuts that the walls are blank. Ugh. But whatever. Soon we'll be moving out of the bathroom and onto the office. Or the living room. There it is. All right, so we're moving on to the living room. This is the formal living room. It's not going to have a TV in it. It's going to have that fancy dancy piano and sitting and a fireplace. Obviously a fake fireplace because, there's no chimney. I think that would look weird on top with a chimney, to be perfectly honest. So this is obviously the formal sitting room with chairs and fancy couches and yeah. So when you have guests over and you don't want them to be distracted by the television, you go into this room. Or if you want to pretend like you can play piano and play them something, do that. Personally, that wouldn't be me because I suck at piano. Which is really weird. Well, it's not weird. It's really ridiculous that I suck at piano because I happen to be a music teacher. So, man. But anyway, enough about my personal life. What's your personal life? How are you guys? Yeah? Yeah. Leave comments in the comment section about you. About what you like to do, I guess. I'm really in love with this, is it mauve? I'm not even sure what color this is, but the color of this wall, I'm in love with it. And I'm trying to find things other than paintings to go on the walls because, you use the same daggone paintings in every room. It gets really tiring. So, now we move on to the office. I wanted to make this a little room. It could have been a bedroom, but I made it an office. Actually, no. Oh my goodness. Cat, can you remember what your freaking rooms are? Oh, yeah, sure. Let me remember. This one's a TV room. It's a TV room. This is where you do go to be distracted by television. I tried to put a lot of seating in here so whoever's living in there can entertain a lot of people. And fancy rugs. And I'm yawning again. Whatever. And then big fancy television with, of course, a little Xbox or Playbox or whatever they're called in The Sims thing that allows you to play games on the television. And again, not leaving any blank walls because they drive me nuts. Putting plants around because who can't walk around and take care of 50 plants during the day? Yeah, good thing your sim doesn't have to water all these plants. Went back, decided that we need curtains. So this fancy room is the master bedroom. Oh, it has an ensuite bathroom. That's when I realized that I need to put freaking lights in all my rooms. So I love how the master bedroom has 3 windows. It carries in a lot of light. as long as you don't, you know, cover up the windows. There's a nice dark brownie color that I'm really in love with. And then we've got, those are my favorite. The little, like, makeup benches from Vintage Glamour Pack. Love. Because, like, your sim can just sit down on it and change her makeup. Done. Boom. Without you going into create a Sims and, oh, I think I'm gonna do this. No, that doesn't look right. So, they can do it themselves. You just have to choose the colors. I'm really liking that stuff pack. A lot. It's super classy. Classy and sassy. So yeah, master bedroom coming along. I added 2 closets because, you know, they need closets. Closets are important. Duh. And I don't really like that bed too much, but it's the best bed there is. It's the only one that has like 10 comfort and 10 energy and 10 stress relief. I mean, I think more of them need that, obviously. I really like those curtains that they're like curved with the windows. Super cool. Added a mirror because why not look at yourself in the morning, make sure that you're on fleek. And then master bathroom. It's nice and big. I added some fancy tiles from Spa Day. Really like those tiles. Made a nice dark room. Because why not? It's black like my soul. Hee hee. So, this one I did add a private bathroom, well, a private toilet room. Because, I mean, if both of you are getting ready in the morning, one of you has to poop and one of you wants to shower, I mean, I don't think you should have to sit next to someone who's showering while you're pooping. You should be able to be in your own little private 4-square area. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. So, adding his and hers sinks. Because, you know, or hers and hers, or his and his. Double sinks. And even if you're a single person, you can wash your hands in one sink and wash your face in the other. Whatever. So, little lights above the sinks, you know. I love those little carpets because they look like fantastic bath mats. And then, like, I don't know how good it is to actually have paintings in a bathroom. Like, I don't know if in real life, IRL, if those would, like, ruin the paintings. I don't know. But, for now, we're gonna do it because it's Sims. So, this little area, I could have extended those bedrooms behind it, but I really wanted a bright seating area that wasn't as formal as the formal sitting room, where they could, like, get a book, sit down and read. There's a little desk over there. So I love those bookcases right here because they're so thin. They don't stick out so much. The other ones are so, like, deep and wide. The other ones are so deep that it's just to put in, you know? They just take up too much space. I really like the thin ones that just kind of go into the wall. And there's my gross snottiness. Getting sick. Don't teach, guys, because kids are gross and they don't cover their mouths when they cough, and parents send them to school even when they're sick, and then we get sick and everyone else gets sick, and it's just a plethora of disease. So these 2 rooms I did not get super fancy with. They are guest rooms / bedrooms. I wanted to put that big window right there in the bathroom, but I couldn't find, like, a full curtain, absolutely closed curtain, because I'm freaked out by windows in bathrooms. I don't want someone looking in while I'm naked. So, So yeah, these two rooms are guest rooms slash, habitant bedrooms, maybe kids' rooms, teen rooms. If you have a poop, cat. Again, remember what you're doing. So this is an office. It's not a guest room. I don't know. I thought I was over back near the other sitting room that we just did, and I just continuity. What's that? I skip around so much. I have like ADD where I'm like, okay, let me do this room. Now let's cross the whole house and do this different room. I wanted a big aquarium in the office because why not? It's so much fun. And also what's so much fun is 3-piece art sets. I love every single 3-piece art set like that in The Sims. I put them all over the houses, if you couldn't tell. So the reason I didn't make this a bedroom, actually, I remember now. Memory. The reason I didn't make this a bedroom is to separate the bedrooms from the master bedroom. So that if you, want to get down in the master bedroom, you're further away from people trying to sleep in the other bedrooms. So these two bedrooms, I didn't get very fancy with them. They are pretty much mirroring each other. Not pretty much. They're mirroring each other completely. So I just made one like really bright and purple and the other one kind of like more subdued. So if we have like twins, one of them's like really bright and spunky and the other one's just like, I don't know, normal? Is normal a word? Is normal a thing? Is anyone normal? So that one's orange and kind of muted and really pretty, and this one is purple, but then like the walls are gray, which I love gray walls. I'm trying to find cool things to go on the walls. And then I find that I love those, and I know they're from Dine Out. I think those wall hangings were just so cool. So I put them there. So yeah, not leaving any blank walls. Gotta put stuff up everywhere. Another 3-piece art set. Two remaining. And I go with this one. This one is a children's bedroom. Children / toddler / whatever. So I made it a 2-person bedroom. It would probably be better as a 1-person bedroom just for space, because it does get a little crowded. It took me a long time to figure out the orientation for this room because it's so oddly shaped. That's what we get in this house, this octagonal house, is really oddly shaped rooms, and you just have to make it work. Work. So I'm trying to, have 2 workstations for these children to do their homework, and then also having a dresser. I just want to make the room totally functional. And if that means, not centering their beds around the window, then, we're not going to center their beds around the window. So yeah, trying to also make it so that they have space to walk. I love those cute little wall things with the creatures and characters. Love it. What I don't love is curtain selection in this game. Like, that curtain is just boring. I don't know. I landed on it, but I don't quite like it. But yeah, those like creatures on the walls, it looks like you drawing them on, which is really cool. So yeah. This is, it was going to be like half art room, half gym. But then, if you see, I backed out and I was looking around. There's no bathroom on this side of the house. If you gotta pee, you have to run across the whole house. So, I added a bathroom for these guest rooms. I think this is bathroom number 3. Bathroom number 3. So, had to have it. And I think what I wanted to do there was another little toilet room, but it's not a little toilet room. It's a huge toilet room. Like, it's too big. So I actually just kind of walled it off. And in a real house, it'd be a little closet. Like, I wouldn't waste that space in a real house. But at this point, I think I was just so done. I'm like, here, toilet, shower, sink, done. And moving on to what turns out to be just a gym. I was going to split it, make it like an artsy room / a gym. And now it's just a gym. Which is still cool to have an in-home gym. Like, who can you say has an indoor gym? I have cousins who have an indoor gym, and that's because they're rich as heck. Because they are hard workers, and they've made their money, they've built their house, and they've got their gym equipment. Cool beans! But who else can you say actually has an in-home gym? I wish I did. I'd be working out all the time. But, whatever. So, wanted to put a TV there, but like couldn't fit a big one. So, move objects cheat, obviously. Boom, put it wherever you want. Sometimes I use that cheat. I really don't like to use it a lot. I don't know why I don't like to use it. I don't know. Call me a generalist. Generalist? Is that what I'm even trying to say, guys? Guys, I don't know. I'm just... So, on to the worst part about house building. Landscape. I am so bad at landscape. I'm actually, though, I'm really proud of what I did with this landscape. I don't hate it. I'll admit, I don't hate it. So... I line the path with these bushes. I really like these short bushes they're cookie cutters, but when you put them together, it doesn't look like you're putting the same exact bush down over and over and over and over and over. So I just spray painted that path. And I'm yawning again. So I just spray painted that path because it looks so much better than trying to do flooring out there. I just think it's so much easier to just spray paint the path. And then with this wall, I really love it. I just added random flowers and bushes and just made sure no two were alike. And I would love coming home to that. Having a little lavender, having a little wall crawl going on. This is the most proud I've ever been of my landscaping. So I guess I spoke too soon. I'm actually really good at landscaping, guys. I wanted to see about putting those windows on, and then I was like, nope, not going there. But I want a fountain. Yes, fountain. So I went ahead and just drew my own fountain to the dimensions that I wanted. Because click and drag, what's that? So, yeah, this is a cute little fountain with cute little sprays and cute stuff. Wanted a water fountain, but then a water fountain. This is a water fountain. Wanted a waterfall, but then it was just too much, and you know how it goes. Trying to blend it in with some lily pads, cute little lily pads, and an edge so that people don't fall in, I guess. Although, let's be real, is that really going to keep people from falling in? Thank God that I turned it to night mode at this point, because then I realized I didn't have lights in the hallways. Usually, the first thing I do is I go through and I put lights in every single room, light it up. But I didn't. So, whatever. So, yeah, this house was so much fun. It was a lot of work. It took a lot of time. But it's the best. It's my favorite house right now. Completely. So yeah, I am really proud of this house. I don't know, it's really my favorite house. It's the best house that I have ever made. Obviously here's, snapshots. I took a little weird floor plan and I turned it into this beautiful house. I'd want to live in this house if I were, if it were real. I almost said if I were real. Am I real? Is this real life? Oh my God, guys. So yeah, it's a staged home And if you download it, please download it. Download it. Download. If you download it, obviously, make it your own. I know every style is different. But I really appreciate you guys watching this. It has taken me the longest. So, as usual, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!